There's about 110 hectares of catchment here on this gully. You can see there's a series of banks. You can see the second one there, the third one up further, and then there's another bank that we've done on a major gully there that flows into the Bowen River. So yeah, these were done with an excavator and then finished off with a grader. We've done it relatively inexpensively. We've picked our mark, where to put the levees, so we haven't got to shift too much dirt, found good places to let it spill. We've had 2 wet seasons on them, so they've been full twice. First year we had 8 inches of rain over about 5 days, and this whole series of gullies never quite got full. This one was just about to top over, and we never lost a drop of water out of it. So yeah, there was no sediment, nutrient runoff from here up in this catchment. So yeah, it's doing its job. In conjunction with the levee banks, we've got a keyline plough that we pull with a D6 dozer with a Trimble GPS, and we just set it up on a contour, and we just keep ploughing there and dropping a bit of seed out at the same time. The water can't get any pace up, or it's slower to come out of the paddocks, and once we rip it, it's slower again. So we can have 100 millimetres of rain here and nothing runs off. It's all effective rainfall. And that's the difference. It's that first initial wet season, that wet season spell. You've got to be able to go, well, that particular paddock, I'll just leave that out of my grazing regime for the next 12 months and give it every opportunity for those pastures to establish seed, build up that organic matter in the soil. You can see the scale of the erosion. All this soil is gone down there, headed straight towards the reef. So it's not just a recent phenomenon, it's an inherited problem. We've been here a bit over 30 years, but it was probably here 30 years before that. But if we can identify simple economic ways to fix it, if we've got good environmental outcomes, good economic outcomes, good production outcomes, everyone wins. So what we've got to try and do is hold this sediment back with a series of small banks, several banks down that catchment, placed strategically, catch it in the gully, put it back on the paddock, catch it again, put it back on the paddock. So we just get no runoff. I like to do something, see what works, see what doesn't, have a go, and then share that with people. We've had field days here in the past and we've shown people this and talked to them about what works, what doesn't, what we would have done differently. My brother rang me one day and said, oh, we had 3 inches of rain, the gully run this deep. I said, oh, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, what do you mean? I said, well, it's all gone. It's gone out the ocean. All that moisture. I said, you might only get 2 or 3 goes at that in a wet season, and you've let it go. So it's about trying to hold it on your property. And if your neighbours are good enough, sometimes I'll give you theirs.